perfect day?
For me, it would just be in the morning, strolling on the beach, cocktail in hand.
Morning jog up the hills.
Perfect day. Where do you start with this? My first memories of this is again record. Well, not first memories, but like the first memory that comes to mind is recording in Bow Lane, and just being really excited by that song. It's always one where kind of going, I feel it's like a pity that it didn't get a full album outing. Kind of it was. I really like that tune. Was this also was this an Empire Saints song at first, or was this all Mills?
No,
Mills.
Yeah, it would have been the second EP. So
it's going back to early days. I mean, that session was very much as you mentioned, it came out of Empire Saintsville. That original lineup, I suppose, was behind that, and that's what I remember of it. And getting very excited about the emphasis on the drum beat in that song, and as you mentioned earlier, Virgil, the program drums, and then the live drums in on top of that, and that's really the backbone to that tune.
We've only played it live a handful of times. We never seemed to get it right live. The biggest car crash was the Cork Opera House.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you put the capo on the wrong fret.
Capo on the wrong fret. And, I was listening, so I had the synthesizers in my head, and then my guitar was really loud in my ears, so I was singing in between two different keys. And I was
I remember straight after the gig, you were like, fuck, I feel like jumping into the river. And I was like, yeah, take that fucking capo with you.
It's an amazing thing as well, because the electronic beat has a samba beat going boom ba da ba boom ba da ba going the whole way through the song, and you're complementing that on the floor tom, and then when the bass comes in, you open up then onto a snare, but the electronic beat stays the same the whole way through, but the song changes feel and tempo. Well, it feels like it's changing tempo when you change what you're doing on the drums, so it's a little bit of magic. While we were writing a lot of the stuff for the second EP, and then leading up into the first album, obviously I lived in a place where I lived, and it wasn't it was a lovely place, but there was a guy downstairs who he was a recovering heroin addict, and then he had his brother who would always call into him, who was a heroin addict who was actively taking heroin, and he used to call into to his brother all the time. And you'd always hear him downstairs banging on the door, and that's kind of where it's come and spend the perfect day with me. He was always trying to convince his brother to go the wrong way again, or go out with him and take some heroin, or let him in to take heroin. And I walk down couple of times, and he was there with him, and you could see him arguing, going, no, like the guy who was a recovering addict, he was trying to get rid of him, like saying, like, but it was his brother. So it was that kind of conflict that he had. He wanted to be loyal to his brother, but he didn't want his brother leading him astray. And but I mean, there's a little bit more to it than that. But that's where I got that whole line, because he'd always say, "Come on, let's go. Come spend the day with me." And it was kind of like, I've got this heroin. Come on, it's going to be the perfect day. And it was, and that's kind of where it came from. Like there's a line in the song, "Wrap this around your arm. The gold will do more good than harm." And I remember, I don't know whether it was one of you guys or somebody else that totally had that wrong. And I written the song for them because they said, "Oh, I thought it was this that you were saying." But anyway, that's what it's about there.